Hey, good morning and welcome to Life Online. So let's take another day to look at Jesus in the book of Zechariah. This is one of the most vivid pictures. You find it clearly fulfilled. So here is chapter 9, verses 9 and 10. Rejoice greatly, daughter of Zion. Shout, daughter Jerusalem. See, your king comes to you, righteous and victorious, lowly and riding on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey. I will take away the chariots from Ephraim and the warhorses from Jerusalem, and the battle bow will be broken, and he will proclaim peace to the nations. His rule will extend from sea to sea and from the river to the ends of the earth. Well, we know that this is fulfilled. You'll find it in more than one passage. It's the triumphal entry of Jesus into the city of Jerusalem. It is Passion Week for him. But the crowds gather and they wave palm branches and they hail him as the king who comes. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. This really is a shocking picture in many ways that a king could approach in impending coronation, and yet he's riding on a donkey. If you look back into the Old Testament, God did not allow his people to multiply horses and chariots as a defense mechanism instead of him. What he wanted them to do is really lean into him, that he was the warrior, that he was the one who would fight for them. So here is the greatest ruler who ever claims the hearts of men. Zechariah sees him centuries down the road as he's coming in, and he truly is the king, Messiah King, King of Kings. And yet in this final entry, as Jesus moves to Jerusalem, he comes there on the back of a donkey. It is an unbroken foal, never been ridden. Here's the idea. With all of the excitement of the crowd, yet this beast in no way is skittish. It is as peaceful and seems to be as seasoned as can be. This unbroken animal remains calm under the hand of the Messiah who has total control even over nature itself. It's a great word picture, isn't it? The truth is, for you and me, every battle we face, everything that would cause us to be alarmed, there's one who's steady. So the key term really in this passage is, yes, it speaks of righteous and it speaks of victorious, but I love this word lowly. The idea is, yes, meekness. The word was used for taming an animal, but it was also used for conquered barbarians. One who's lowly. Why? They've been conquered. Now, this one, Jesus, has not been conquered, but it shows him as calm, and he has this soothing disposition that actually easily yields toward reconciliation. So here's the king, he's coming, but he's coming to make peace. It's an idea of a real sense of a radical submission to God, but also a sense of modesty when it comes to dealing with people. Oh no, he is not the politicians that come and battle back and forth like we've seen in debates, but instead he just comes and he is so bent on making peace and reconciliation. And so what it shows is that this lowliness or this meekness has both a vertical as well as a horizontal dimension. It is a superb quality that finds its expression in this great King, Jesus. For he enters Jerusalem, but he's moving, and he is moving to the cross. He has this submissive attitude. So submission, it is in his heart, it's in his life, it's in the movement as he heads to the city that will reject him, as he heads to the cross. But it's submission toward God, but it's also this lowly sacrifice that he comes for on your behalf and on my behalf. This is the servant that offers himself. And we know from Matthew chapter 11, earlier in his ministry, Jesus has used these words. He says, "Come to me. Are you weary? Come to me." That's a good message for all of us today. Here is the great King, but he does not put us off, and he is not somehow distant from us. But he approaches us and he says, "You, come to me." And then he says this, "Learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." I don't know if you need rest from God today. Maybe you woke up and it's like, I need just a whole dose of peace and reconciliation and rest. This is the great King who comes. He is righteous, he is victorious, but also he is lowly, very approachable today. So why don't you run to him? Why don't you call to him? He's just waiting for you to connect with him today. Hey, you're in my prayers, you're in my thoughts. We love you much. Take care and have an awesome day.